Hello and welcome to stage 4 of this year's Giro d'Italia, the second longest of this year's race at 246 kilometres, predominantly flat, but at the end we've got the longest climb of this race so far, 16-kilometre test coming right towards the finish. As usual, the attacks started right from the gun. Eventually a group of 7 prized themselves off the front, 2 teams represented with 2 riders. Emanuele Sella from Androni, the highest in the overall classification, sitting just 2 minutes and 39 seconds down on the pink jersey, who you just saw, Luca Paolini. The team of Paolini, Katusha, took the initiative behind to chase the breakaway group, and that gap came down gradually for a maximum lead of 8 minutes, tumbling half that with just 120 kilometres to go. Eventually that breakaway split up, and we had 4 riders left out front. A couple of crashes on the flatter roads as riders lost concentration, and in the end it was Vinny Fantini who took over from Katusha to try and chase this breakaway down. A couple of riders for them looking towards the finish, Sant'Ambrosio and Danilo De Luca. Eventually, before we even came to the top of the first climb of the day, which is a 3rd category, the breakaway were all caught. And it was Patrick Gretsch of Argos Shimano who first attacked from the bunch, closely followed by Pirazzi of Bardiani, who took maximum points. But on the descent, Nibali having trouble, a puncture on his bike, given a wheel by a teammate. Big chase for him to get back onto the bunch. It was Gretsch again on the attack, coming into the final climb of the day. Agnoli, having given his wheel, never got back onto the bunch. It was day over for him. As we reached that last climb of the day, a couple more riders prized themselves off the front, making up a group of 5 very strong riders as they came across the intermediate sprint. It was Marco Mercato of Vacansley who took the maximum points and the 6 seconds bonus on offer. But he wasn't able to keep up with the AG2R rider Sylvain Georges, who pressed on his own and got quite a long way up the final climb of the day. But Danilo De Luca of Vinny Fantini had his own desires on the stage win, and he attacked, catching up Sylvain Georges and drawing one of the Columbia riders with him. But coming in towards the finish, he just ran out of legs into the last straight. Just 700 metres to go, he was caught. And in the end, it was Bardiani who was successful. Battaglin raising his arms in celebration, a surprise winner to many, perhaps not to himself. Fabio Follini of Androni coming in second. Visconti, who went back into that leader's jersey in the mountains competition, rounding out the podium in 3rd spot. Rigoberto Urán of Team Sky in 4th. Let's catch up with the winner. Here he is then on the podium now. What a day for this young man. What a day for Italy. A successful Giro for them so far, with their other rider, Luca Paolini of Katusha, staying in the pink jersey for another day.
Ma sorpresa sicuramente sì, sapevo che stavo bene. Ieri ho avuto un po' di sfortuna nella discesa, mi sono staccato e oggi volevo rifarmi. E meglio di così penso non potevo fare.
Sì, è stata una giornata lunga, faticosa, però l'obiettivo di tenere la maglia è arrivato, quindi siamo contenti così noi della Katusha.
Here we go then, Paolini not only staying in the pink jersey, but also staying in the red jersey. Leader in the points competition. Mark Cavendish is the guy wearing that jersey for him on the road. Giovanni Visconti then from Movistar, going back into that leader's blue jersey in the mountains competition, which he'd taken on the very first day of the race. And Fabio Aru of the Astana team, who took that white jersey for the young riders competition just yesterday, stayed in that group of favourites towards the finish today and is on the podium. Join us tomorrow then for another long stage of over 200 kilometres.